Hey, long time no see. It's Christina on your Wednesdays for GenderqueerChat. And first off, I have to apologize for not being here for the last few weeks because I have been superbly busy with visiting Toronto, and I'm sure most of you have already seen the video of Joe and I in the Trans March, of which I still have with me right here the little pamphlet that they gave out for the little event there that I went to, which was awesome. So awesome. Okay, so I'm going to try to quickly run through a couple of topics that I missed for the last couple of weeks that I really should have been here for. And anyways, just quickly give you a little answer for those two, and then start on this week's topic. So, a couple weeks ago, the topic was, how did you come to self-identify as genderqueer, and what factors played into that decision? So, I grew up really identifying as female when I was little, and then kind of around the time I hit puberty, I identified with the word tomboy, and because I could tell that I was, a little bit different from the other girls in terms of dress and just the way I felt and acted and whatever. And then, of course, a few years later, I realized that I was attracted to girls, so I came out as bisexual, so that happened. And then a little long down the line, in late high school, I thought, I may have learned about trans people, I guess, early high school. So, I knew about them before, but I never met any and whatever. So I learned more about what it meant to be transgender, and then I just I think the spark was that I was in my high school's choir, and I was a tenor, and I felt really good about being one of the guys. So I thought, I don't know, I just started searching up on the internet the word androgynous and that sort of thing, and I just happened to come across the word genderqueer, and I watched GenderqueerChat for years, since like 2009, I think, ish. So yeah, I just came across the word, and it seemed to be the most used word for anybody who is who doesn't identify as specifically male or female. Because I knew I didn't, really identify as male, at least not fully, because, I had such a history of feeling like a girl when I was little, because I loved the Spice Girls and all this stuff that I've probably told you guys before. And, so I never really fully identified as male, but I was definitely not your average chick, that is for certain. So, yeah, I didn't really identify with other girls, so, and the word androgynous felt right, and I came across genderqueer, and that felt right too. So I don't know, it's just kind of a feeling you get, you read the description, and eventually I don't know, you get into it. What factors played into the decision? I don't know. Access to internet, that played a factor, because I was able to actually find the word. Yeah, I don't know what other factors played into that decision. I could talk about my life story, but that's, I don't have time for that right now. So, of theories as to why I think I'm genderqueer, yada yada yada. So, the next question from last week was, how do you think the understanding of gender will change 10 years from now? What positive changes have you already seen? How will this topic progress? And do you foresee any setbacks? So, really, realistically, the main thing that I see happening is, gays have gotten a heck of a lot more acceptance in the community. Gays and lesbians and bisexuals. Over the last, 20, 30, 40 years. A gigantic leap. Although, I mean, it's taken it's taken a while, but it's taken a couple generations. But yeah, that's been the main thing. And then more recently, transgender people, mostly binary transgender people, have made a lot of progress in terms of being accepted by society. And with both of those groups, laws have been set into place to help them flourish more in society, which is fantastic. I am very privileged to live in Canada, where gay marriage is legal. Yeah. And so that's fantastic. As of 2005, which, I mean, I wasn't even out in 2005 as anything. I thought that I was straight in 2005. Well, half of 2005. Because that's the year that I was like, don't think I can lie to myself anymore. So, yeah. So what do I see happening in the future? In the next 10 years? Mostly just more acceptance of binary trans people, to be honest. I think because we're aware of binary trans people now, but they're not, super accepted. They are somewhat. They're getting there, for sure. I think we will hear more about genderqueer people. I think it will be a little bit more into the common psyche of the North America, Canada, US, England, I don't know, whatever. So I think we'll hear about it more, but it may not be. It may be just a controversy. And we are hearing about it more. In terms of things like the kid who their parents wouldn't tell anybody what the kid's gender was. I don't know how old that kid is now, 2 or something. I'm not sure. So yeah. We're going to hear about it more, about the idea of redefining gender as being not just male and female. And it will be, I don't know how much it will be accepted in 10 years from now, but you're definitely going to hear about it more, I think. Just, that's my prediction. Because I think we're, slowly heading in that direction of actually being able to accept that and seeing gender as more fluid. I mean, it'll take time because you're not going to see radical things like gender is three-dimensional or something. You're not necessarily going to see that. You might see gender as a spectrum. I don't know, something like that. But, it all takes time. Anyway, sorry, I'm really rambling, and I have to get on to this week's topic. Do you foresee any setbacks? Yeah, I don't know. I'm not quite sure about that. Everything takes time.